Good morning. Welcome to Spill the Tea with Mrs. P. Oh, I'm a little wonky there, aren't I? So, it's like the 47th of January. When will this month end? I think most of you are getting paid today, and I bet you can't bloody wait. It just seems to have gone on forever. I was like, oh my God. It has been the longest January that time has ever known. It's ridiculous. But we're nearly there. We're nearly through. Let's just get to the weekend, shall we? So I want to talk to you about some photos that I actually saw online this week. And it was mum and daughter, teenage daughter, had been having like a bit of a pamper session. And the young son, I think he's about 2, between 18 months and 3, had wanted to join in. So the mum had painted his nails red. And the dad had gone psychotic. Like, the mum had posted up the WhatsApp comments of him. He'd gone proper nuts about it, like effing and jeffing. And I was like, really? Are we really that arse? I mean, my boys, obviously they grew up with sisters and with me, and I'm quite a girly girl. And I'm like, if I was ever painting the girls' hair, painting their nails or anything, they never did ask for their nails to be painted. But if they did, I wouldn't have had an issue with it. They're only little. And so what if they're doing it when they're 15? Who gives a shit? If a boy wants to wear nail varnish. I don't understand why it's acceptable for women and not for men. Like, who decided that nail varnish was for women? I don't get that. Like, if you want to paint your nails, go paint nails. It's not hurting anyone, is it? Mr. P's a good one. Like, he doesn't sit and paint his nails. But he's brill. Like, if Seven says, Mum, can I paint your nails? And I might have just got mine done. I'll go, Mr. P goes, you're right, you can do my toenails. He quite often has painted toenails thanks to Busy and Seven. But, and don't get me wrong, he doesn't go like out in sliders with it or anything. But even if he did, do you know what I mean? Whatever. So, I was looking at this and I thought I had to go to the comments, because I thought surely all the women are going to like rip him to death. But it was so negative about this young boy painting his nails. Bear in mind, he's 3 tops. And loads of the women as well were like, you're bringing him up wrong. He's going to think that's okay for in the future. You might make him gay. Do I do a whole video on that you cannot be made gay? It's not like, do you know what I mean? You can join brownies, you can't join the gays. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. Which is what really shocked me, the amount of comments of people saying you're going to make him that way for the future. Make him what way for a start? Make him someone who takes pride in his appearance. Because that's what they were doing. They were doing like facials and nails and stuff. So, oh no, a boy that takes pride in his appearance. The horror. And then, I'm not even going into the you're going to make him gay, because I cannot fall down that rabbit hole. Because if he is, fucking hats off to him. If he isn't, it doesn't really matter. And you aren't going to make him gay. And even if you do, who cares? You will learn from my videos, this is a real bugbear of mine, that it actually matters who people are in love with. As long as you're in love and you're safe, who gives a rat's ass? But I was actually surprised by the comments of the women. If that was my son, that had never happened to him. Oh, absolutely, only clear at most. And I thought, why? Why can we not? Like, why are we still so restricted in this day and age? Like, if you want someone to put, oh, he'll be playing with dolls next. Oh, it went wild. I was like, oh my God, he'll be playing with dolls. What? So it's okay for girls to play with dolls and you learn how to be a mummy and you get to play house. But it's not okay for boys to learn to be a daddy and play house. Really? That's what you're telling me. You are telling me that we to teach young boys as young as 3 that being a daddy and playing house isn't what they're meant to do. I'm so confused. I'm so fucking confused. Why not? Like, if that's what they want to do, who are they hurting? I've never sort of had like girls' toys and boys' toys in our house. We've just lobbed everything in. I mean, the boys have been mainly into Marvel, so maybe it's just not really a conversation that we had to have. They were mainly into, like, Fox was mad into his superheroes, and Riv was mad into his dinosaurs, and they both loved race cars together. But there were dolls everywhere. There were dolls and teddy bears and unicorns and nail sets and face kits all over the bloody place. So if they'd wanted to, they were there for them, and I'd have never stopped them. I think once at Halloween, I was doing booze, some tips. I put some red in her hair for Halloween, and Riv was like, I want in on that. I want green hair. And I was like, okay. So we dyed his hair green. I don't like temporary wash in, wash out dye, but he had green hair. But if he'd have asked for pink hair, I'd have given him pink hair. I'm not really that fussed. He's a young kid and he's exploring who he is. If you can't explore who you are when you're a teen or a toddler, you know, you can't start, like, if they dress up in a dress, does it matter? You know, like if they go and put their sister's Rapunzel dress on or anything, does it matter? Seriously, doesn't mean they're going to grow up to be a cross-dresser. Is cross-dresser socially acceptable? But so what if they are? So what if they're exploring who they are at a young age? Surely it's better to do it at a young age and know and grow to be confident in who you are than to get to 60 like Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, and completely turn everyone's lives upside down because you weren't accepted for who you were at an earlier age, or you were scared to do it. It just really boggles the brain, to be perfectly honest. And I just thought, this is ludicrous that to put those messages out to show that your husband can be like that. I'd have been embarrassed. I'd have been really embarrassed if Mr. P had responded like that, and I'd have never told anyone because me and him would have had to have had serious words. I don't find it funny. I just think we need to grow up in a world where if little boys want to sit and paint their nails, they can. Would he have had an issue if his daughter had wanted to dress up as a transformer? No, because that's okay. I remember doing a birthday party for Bo, and she'd asked for a unicorn birthday party, and it was the most amazing. Like, I had everything planned. I was so excited about this. And then the day before her party, my sister had come round with some dressing up stuff that didn't fit my nephew anymore. And she gave it to the kids. And Boo discovered this flipping ninja kit in it, which she did look very cool in, but didn't. Then putting her to bed that night, and she was like, "Can I have a ninja party tomorrow?" No, you can't. You're having a unicorn one. But if she'd have found that a few weeks earlier, yeah, she could have had a ninja one. Who gives a flying toss at that age? I just think it's wild that we are going, no, that's a girl thing and that's a boy thing. Can we not just let people be who they want to be? Yeah, like I say, I'd be absolutely mortified if Mr. P had reacted like that, and I certainly wouldn't have put it on social media. Each to their own, I suppose, each to their own. So that was my little rant for today. I just thought it's absolutely bonkers. And people do look up to these people. Do you know what I mean? And I would hate for my boys to look at an influencer and see, because they might be struggling internally, like, with, thinking, oh my God, I like women's clothes, or, I like my sister's makeup and stuff. I'd hate for them to see an influencer stood there going, that's wrong. Surely making a safe environment for them to be able to come and discuss their thoughts and their feelings is a damn sight healthier than going, get that off his clean fingers, and how dare you do that? He's a boy. We all know he's a boy. It's okay. It's okay. He's only got nail varnish on. But I thought, if that little boy does grow up with stuff that he's not sure about in his sexuality and his life, will he be able to talk to his parents? Because I'd be mortified if my kids couldn't talk to me. And I think I mortify them now because I'm quite open with conversations and things. And I can see Boo, who's 14, she looks at me and she's like, No. You can actually hear her eyes rolling sometimes. But I like there to be that conversation in the house where they can come and talk to me or Mr. P about absolutely anything. And surely that's more important than telling your kid you can't wear nail varnish because he's a boy. And I'd also like to know who made up that rule. Who said nail varnish is for girls? Because I don't get it. Because, to be fair, I've seen some men's nails painted and they are stunning. And I don't get mine like that because I bite them. So there you go. Right. Have a lovely weekend. I hope you all get paid. Let's bring on February because it has been the longest January ever. All right, guys. Take care and I'll speak to you later.